I turned 40 in silence. No candles, no calls, no one. Just me. Sitting in the dining room I built with my own hands, staring at an untouched chocolate cake and a half-empty bottle of Glenlivet. I'd spent the afternoon roasting a leg of lamb, setting the table, prepping the wine, lighting candles. I even put on the shirt she once said made me look dangerously good. By 10 p.m. It was just me and the hum of the refrigerator. Not a single text from her. Not even from my wife. That was the night something inside me shifted. We met at a wedding. She tripped in heels. I caught her. She laughed like a woman who hadn't yet been broken by life. We danced, talked until the sun came up, moved in together after 3 months, married within a year. We built something. Or at least, I believed we did. I gave her everything: my trust, my passwords, my loyalty, my future. She gave me charm, long hugs, and lies wrapped in silk. I ignored the signs. The way her phone always face down. The sudden weekend trips with the girls that began in our 3rd year. The subtle, growing contempt whenever I talked about my dreams. I explained it away because love, real love, makes you blind, deaf, stupid, and willing to burn yourself just to keep someone else warm. A week after my birthday, she sent a text, $2,800 per person for Dad's birthday weekend. Venmo me. No hi, no sorry I missed your birthday. Just a bill for a party for her father. I stared at that message for 10 minutes. Then I sent her exactly $1. The note said, "Congrats." Then I stood up, walked to the front door, and changed the locks. That night, I slept better than I had in years. 2 days later, her sister tried to access my savings. Guess she assumed the joint account still existed. It didn't. I closed it the morning after I sent that dollar. She called me 7 times, left voicemails, pretending to be concerned. Then my wife called from a friend's phone, sobbing, saying she was scared, said I hadn't been myself lately. That's when I understood. They weren't worried. They were building a story. The kind where I disappear, and they collect. The next morning, 3 uniformed officers knocked on my door. "Sir, we received a report. Your wife filed a missing persons case. Mind if we come in?" I smiled and stepped aside. Everything inside was spotless, clean, ordered. No sign of a struggle, no pills, no chaos. Just me, the Glenlivet, and a novel opened on the table. They asked if I'd been feeling depressed. I told them, until recently. They left 20 minutes later. Suggested I reach out to my wife. Said she seemed concerned. I nodded, then quietly closed the door and double-locked it. What they didn't know was this. A week before my birthday, I'd installed new security cameras not just outside, but inside as well, discreet. Since to private cloud storage she knew nothing about. I went through 6 months of footage. There were men, 2 of them. One she let in through the back door like it was routine. The other wore my slippers, drank from my favorite mug. She kissed him the same way she used to kiss me, only longer, deeper. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't throw a thing. I just watched. And then I took notes, faces, times, dates. I hired a lawyer, not a divorce attorney, a forensic one, the kind who specializes in uncovering financial trails and engineering silent exits. Together, we began. Piece by piece, I moved funds, sold off stocks, transferred property titles, assets she thought we co-owned, vaporized right under her nose. And while she was planning a $2,800 per head birthday bash for her father, I was planning her endgame. The first strike was financial. She was at a restaurant when her card got declined. She called the bank, furious. Turns out, her name wasn't on the primary account anymore. The second strike was social. I uploaded the camera footage to a private Dropbox folder, sent the anonymous link to her parents, a few mutual friends, and one judgmental aunt who never liked me but always liked the truth. Then I erased myself, vanished from social media, blocked them all, changed my number. I wasn't missing. I was moving. I rented a small 1-bedroom in a quiet part of the city. No noise, no memories, no eyes. She sent emails, first demanding, then pleading. Said I humiliated her, said I destroyed her family. I never answered. Instead, I filed for divorce on my terms: infidelity, financial manipulation, attempted theft. I attached everything: screenshots, video clips, bank records, all dated, labeled, and time-stamped. My lawyer said the judge's face twitched as he read the file. The hearing didn't last long. She didn't look at me once. She didn't have to, because I was already looking through her past the makeup, past the performance, into the hollow, manipulative core I once called wife. She walked away with almost nothing. Half of nothing is still nothing when you've already moved it all. She kept a leased car, some jewelry I didn't care about, and the heavy silence of public shame. Her sister, now under investigation for attempted financial fraud, tried to pin it on me. I had logs, footage, timestamps. She folded fast. Now it's quiet. Not lonely, quiet. I cook for one. I read. I breathe. And every so often, I scroll back to that message. $2,800 for her dad's birthday. I smile. Think about the dollar I sent back. One single dollar bought me freedom. That dollar ended the illusion, and in return, I gave them something priceless: consequences.